Hello, everybody, and welcome back to week 3 of the weekly update with Sam Booth. I am your host, Sam Booth. All right, let's get started with the injury recap. It's a lot to cover, so I'm going to limit it to just kind of the players that we have, just our specific situation, because there's a ton of injuries. Week 3, big injury week. So, for the Cubs, major injuries to Cooper Kupp. Justin Jefferson, he's questionable now, and Evan Ingram, I'm pretty sure he's out. So that's going to be a lot of different receptions for the Cubs, and it's a PPR league, so that might hurt. These injuries could be lingering into upcoming games. The Brees Hall of Famers, they actually don't have many injuries, but they do have A.J. Brown, and he's a big player for that lineup. Joseph Adai is very similar, and they're playing against each other. So again, only one major injury, but it is Deebo Samuel, a big player for that team. So keep your eyes out on those matchups. Team Hippopotamus is actually looking pretty beat up. 3 players in the lineup are listed as questionable, and he's got Puka on the IR, and 2 of his bench players are questionable as well, so that's not good. Here's hoping that team can stay healthy and put up a good performance. Finally, we have the left nuts. They're showing some wear and tear as the weeks are coming along. But this is when the season really starts, There's been a lot of moves on the waivers, 12 total transactions this week, and a big trade from Hippopotamus and the Downs that the commissioner was thinking about stepping in on because Hobo picked up a healthy Mark Andrews and traded injured Hawkinson to the Downs, which is a weird trade and doesn't really benefit Mitch at all, but that's okay. Hey, hands off commish. Okay. We're going to do a quick shout out for the game of the week, and again, I'm just going to give it to me. 2 girls, 1 cup. Matchup against Joseph Adai came down to a big Monday Night Football last game of the week, last matchup. Jeremy got only a 2-point victory, a clutch last-minute win for Jeremy. Team of the week is going to go to the Miller Time. They scored a league-high 167 points this week. Give a shout-out to Miller Time. Let's go. All of our victories this week, we got Miller Time, obviously. We got the Joseph Adai, the Brees Hall of Famers, and the still undefeated Detroit Hens Wings. Let's go, boys. Quick look at the standings. We got Jeremy and Bren up top, 2-0. Slim, CB, Hobo, and Julius are tied 1-1. And third place, tied at third. And then bottom of the standings, but it's really anyone's game right now, are Mitch and Connor. They're down 0-2, but look, 1 win. You're back in the standings with everybody, okay? So this is a big week. Watch those, because they don't want to lose this and go down 0-3. But enough about last week. Let's keep our eyes forward, locked into the future, okay? The margins are as thin as a freaking ice skate with the Detroit Hens Wings and Team Hippopotamus. With a projected margin of victory at only 0.78, this is the definition of a toss-up. Could go anywhere, okay? The match will be decided by the Bakers, though. We're going to have to watch very closely to see what Joe will be mixing or if they're going to let James cook, okay? And our next matchup of the week, the Joseph Adai is projected to keep this win streak going with a 2-point projected margin of victory. This could come down to if Colin can climb over the Tyreek Hill, but I'm sure he's going to take any Laporte in a storm. The third matchup of the week is to watch his 2 girls, 1 cup going up against Dose of the Downs, who are looking for their first dose of victory. Will DJ Moore be enough to score some more? Or will the saying come true, and where there is Olave, there is life? In the final matchup of the week, we have Amon's left nut, projected to take his first win over Miller Time. Will Brock Bowers tower over the competition? Connor will try to keep Miller Time always the bridesmaid and never the McBride. Okay. Now, a lot of the teams are beat up this week. You guys, that long injury report getting longer every week. But we might need a little bit of boost from the Almighty, the big one upstairs, okay? So let's remember what God said to us through his messenger Isaiah in chapter 40, verse 29 to 31. He gives strength to the weary, and to him who lacks might, he increases power. Though youths grow weary and tired, and vigorous young men may stumble badly, yet those who wait for the Lord will gain new strength. They will mount up with wings like eagles. They will run and not get tired. They will walk and not become weary. Remember that as this season drags on and we get beat down with injuries. Okay? Amen. And somehow, we are down 0-2 to the big bad books. But we all know that the reason that we fall is so that we can get back up. And this week, that's exactly what we're going to do. Instead of doing hours research, looking at the books, looking at the matchups, that's for nerds, okay? Today, I'm going to go off pure gut instinct. This week, I believe fate of the universe is on the line. The Martians have the death beam pointed at Earth. You better hit it. I want Bears plus 106 against the Indianapolis Colts. And just for shits and gigs, I'm taking Eagles plus 128 against the Saints. Now, good luck this week, gentlemen. I'm going to look forward to catching up with you guys next week. I hope everyone stays healthy. I hope everyone has fun. And even though I know it can't happen, I hope everybody wins this week. Let's go.